A month ago, Redragon released a streaming or gaming webcam called Hitman and with its product name GW800 to compete with Logitech C920. But then again, a few weeks or maybe just a week ago, Redragon is supposed to release another version of its GW webcam series called the Apex webcam or the GW900. Now the question is it worth buying the GW900 or is it worth upgrading from GW800? Now, before we proceed with the video, make sure that you press the subscribe button and make sure that you click the notification bell icon there and select everything. It means that every content that I'll be releasing, you will be notified. Okay, so let's continue. Right off the bat, you will notice that the Apex web camera from Redragon is so similar with the C920 by Logitech. Let's move on with the spec sheet. Let's go first with the GW800 or the Hitman from Redragon. You will notice that it can capture 1080p resolution with 30 frames per second with a field of view of around 72 degrees, but as we tested that before, it is somewhat true to its specs, but you'll decide. Now let's move on with the Apex camera or the GW900, also from Redragon. You will also notice that it can capture 1080p resolution with 30 frames per second. And also it has a new field of view of around 76 degrees, 4 degrees wider than its brother, the Hitman. As you can see, both camera has the capability to capture 1080p resolution and 30 frames per second. Now you're asking, what is the difference between these two cameras? Aside from that, the Apex has a 4 degrees wider field of view than the Hitman. To answer, it's the autofocus feature from the Apex. Hitman only have a fixed focus for about 50 cm, while the Apex has a autofocus, meaning that wherever you go or wherever the subject is, for example me, if I move closer to the camera, the webcam can actually see that I am much closer, so it will make a depth of field or it will make the background a little bit blurry. But that is my main concern about the Apex GW900. When you are in a, let's say, this kind of setup, when you're streaming or recording video and you don't have that much light source, the autofocus features really struggles in capturing the focus of the subject. You will see on this video, which was taken by another YouTuber, the autofocus is struggling to find the subject because of the low light situation. Also, if you want to check her channel, I include the link in the description below. So that's one of my main concern about upgrading or buying this camera. I'm not saying that the fixed focus from the Hitman is way superior, but I'd rather have a fixed focus camera all the time than a camera which loses focus all the time. Now, I don't know if they already fixed the issue that we have or that I have with the Hitman, wherein the sharpness is almost maxed out with the settings in OBS. It really gives you the impression that it's so noisy, where in fact you just need to dial it down and you will still look clearly on Hitman. But yeah, I don't know if they were able to fix that on the Apex camera, because for the samples that I've seen, I think it's pretty much the same. So I will leave that to you guys. That being said, I will conclude my first look or first thoughts regarding the Redragon Apex or the GW900 camera. Now, if you want a direct comparison between the GW900 and the GW800, make sure to press the thumbs up button so I will make a follow-up video regarding this topic. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, press thumbs up and consider yourself subscribing for more videos like this. Once again, this is me, Guyver, signing out. Peace!